Start the new chapter, Socialism in Europe and the Russian Revolution. So socialism is the political idea that is based on the belief that all people are equal and that money and the property should be equally divided. So today topic here is the stage of social changes. Okay, so now you will see the new trend of ideology that spread after democracy that developed in Europe. Okay, that new ideology brings social changes in the society. So if we talk about after the French Revolution, in many parts of the world including the Europe and the Asia, new ideas about individual rights and was who controlled the social power began to be discussed, not only in Europe but in Asian countries like India, where political leaders as well as the social and religious reformers like Raja Ram Mohan Rai Deroji talked the significance of the French Revolution, and many other debated the idea of post-revolutionary Europe. So, not everyone in Europe, however, wanted to a complete transformation of society. Response varied from those who accepted that some changes are necessary, but wished a gradual shift or changes should be in a slow manner. Okay, so you can see those who wanted to restructure society radically as relatively fast. Some were conservative, some were liberals, and some were radicals. So if we talk about in this chapter, we will look briefly at some of the important political traditions or the trend, okay, of the 19th century and see how they influence the changes. Then we will focus on one historical events in which there was an attempt at a radical transformation of society, the revolution in Russia. Socialism became one of the most significant and powerful ideas to shape society in the 20th century. So here comes the liberals, the radicals, and the conservatives. The liberals, the radicals, and the conservatives are three different ideology that was based on some principles. Okay, as you have seen in India also, the moderate, the extremist, and the revolutionaries groups, where people working on different ideology has their own perspective towards the society. So one of the group which looked toward a change in the society was the liberal. Liberal wanted a nations, okay, which tolerated all religion. At the time in European states, there was discrimination in favor of one religion or another. So Britain favored the Church of England, Austria and Spain favored the Catholic Church. Then comes the liberals. They also opposed the uncontrolled power of the dynastic rulers. They wanted to safeguard the rights of individual against government. So uncontrolled power of the ruler here means the absolute powers where the monarch hold the supreme power without limitation from a constitution or from law. In this form of government where monarch is the head of the state and the head of the government with unrestricted political power. So once the power was centralized in the person of an absolute monarch, the ruler retained power throughout the lifetime. It became hereditary. As you saw in the French Revolution also, there was monarchical form of government. You read about Louis XIV, Louis XV and Louis XVI. Later the monarch was overthrown by the radicals. So they argued for a representative elected parliamentary government subject to law interpreted by a well-trained judiciary that was independent of rulers and officials. So here if we talk about a representative or elected parliamentary government are the form of government where active citizens elect their representative. These representatives who won the election by majority of seats and make parliamentary form of government. The judiciary should be independent, not under the influence of the ruler or any other officials. The parliamentary form of government should be subject to the judiciary. So when we talk about this, however, they were not democrats. They did not believe in universal adult franchise, that is the right of every citizen to vote. They felt man of property mainly should have the right to vote, and they also did not want the women to vote. So in contrast, you can see the radicals. They wanted a nation in which government was based on the majority of a country populations. Okay, as you can see, many supported women suffragette movements. Movements give women the right to vote. Unlike the liberals, they oppose the privilege of great landowners and wealthy factory owners. They were not against the private property, but they disliked the concentration of property in the hand of a few. Here comes the conservatives, were the third groups who opposed the radicals and the liberals. See, liberals, okay, after the French Revolution, even conservatives this had opened their mind to need for a change. Early in the 18th century, they opposed the idea of change, okay, but by the 19th century, they accepted that some change was inevitable, but they believed that the past should be respected and change had to be brought about through a slow process. So, such differing attitude about societal change clashed during the social and political turmoil that followed the French Revolution. So, various attempts at revolution and national transformation in the 19th century helped define both the limit and potential of these political